Mentioned the athleticism and whatnot. I'm curious, looking back, if maybe the adjustment to coaching in this league and recruiting in this league was a little greater than you thought it'd be when you came from Loyola.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't greater than I thought it'd been, because even at Loyola we played the best of the best, even through the NCAA tournaments and everything. It was just the difficulties my first year of having to sign everybody through Zoom, and other NIL issues you may have, and in my first two recruiting classes. But we've, for instance, my true first freshmen that we signed when I got to Oklahoma were two top 100 kids, Milos Huzan and Otega Uwe. Both of them ended up starting for us. Both of them are back, and both of them have taken a huge step. And both of them are those fit the athleticism. It just takes time to get your transfer portal guys. But it wasn't where I came in here thinking it wasn't going to be athletic. It was just some of the obstacles of right when we got here. We were in a pandemic. We couldn't go out. We had Zoom, all this. But I think we really did a good job in the transfer portal addressing it. And I think the guys we were able to retain, Milos and Otega, even Sam Godwin was athletic coming off our bench for us. So I think we retained some of our athleticism, and we definitely added some pieces of athleticism.
Coach, we're still in the middle section on a fourth row back.
Hey, Coach, Isaac Trotter with 24/7. How do your approach in the transfer portal kind of change when you're trying not to stunt Milos's growth, but also find the right pieces to make this program really, really good?
No, it is a challenge, because that 60-day window when your season's over, is you're laying your head on that pillow every night on retention, but also you're laying your head on that pillow every night on filling spots. And Milos unequivocally was our point guard. Once he earned that spot, and pretty much his whole freshman year, I thought he had a great freshman year. And we told him, I said, I'm recruiting you to come back to be our captain. And but there was another player like Jalen Hill. We lost Jalen Hill a couple days before the portal closed. So that's the trick too. Is you could go the first 55 days of the portal thinking that you have a returning starter. And in those 55 days, there might have been a lot of guys that went in the portal that signed. And all of a sudden, you need that spot again. That's a trickiness. And Milos was steadfast the whole time in the portal the whole time where that window was open, man. I wanted to come back. He wanted to come back. He wants his goals of where we want to take this program. And then he came back and we said what it was. He was going to be, right out of the gate as a sophomore, going to be our captain. And he's been taking that leadership, and he's ran with that leadership. But retention is everything, in my opinion, because you want to develop and retain and stay with guys, because that's what we had at Loyola. You're hoping that the 9 newcomers is not the new normal.
Coach, we're going to be to your right here on the second row.
Andy Mitz, Blue Wings Rising. Coach, with you guys moving to the SEC next season, how does that change both your approach to this season itself playing, but then also recruiting and having guys come in potentially for multiple seasons in 2 different conferences? It
really doesn't change a thing, because we've known we've gone to the SEC. We're playing. It's not like some of the, sometimes when, that you're moving up drastically to a new conference. I mean, the Big 12's been the best basketball conference unequivocally the last 2 years that we've been in it. So the thing is, there's going to be a time and an excitement to talk about what we're going to do. But right now, our focus and our feet are planted in Big 12 basketball. And it doesn't change the approach on recruiting. I mean, you're looking at elite leagues, elite players. I mean, it isn't saying, well, we got to recruit better players, because it's not. I mean, we're used to that, the level we're recruiting to. And it's constantly about developing, retaining, and adding pieces that can help you win a championship. And so our approach this year has been about where our feet are planted to get over that bump, over that line, to get into the tournament. And our goal is not to get into the tournament. Our goal is to get in the tournament to give us an opportunity to win a championship. And I know in the last 2 years we've beaten some of the top elite teams. Last year beating Alabama, we beat Kansas State, who went to Elite Eight. We've competed. We've got to get over that hump to give us a chance to win a national championship.